Ira Epstein with the Morning Flash Update. And this update is for Tuesday, and we're at the 15th of November, 2022, just after 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Big rally going on in the stock market, sinking back a little bit in some of the metal markets, dollar down. But I want to come back to that in a minute, and we'll talk about this. Come Thursday, this Thursday, the live webinar takes place with me. Now, I did send out an invite yesterday. I'll send another group out today from my mailing list, but you may not be on that. If you're not, no problem. Just take your cursor, move it to the top up here at any point. You'll see the form. Go in there, click. After you sign up, you're going to get a confirmation mail with your user ID and your password. There also is an area in there, if you take a look, where you can write me a question. Do it. Tell me what markets you want me to cover. I'll cover ETFs, spiders, stocks, and futures in this. Therefore, it should be a lot of fun. I've heard from a bunch of you. I probably got already 15 charts that we have to go through. I'd like a few more, but there's only so much you can do in 20 minutes, and that's all the webinar lasts. It's 20 minutes. I start promptly at 12:30 p.m., as long as there's no computer glitches, and I end at 12:50 p.m. It is not recorded. You cannot visit it if you don't come to it. It's that simple. If you have questions, you can call my staff again at any point. Just give a click up here and you'll be able to work with everything. Now, as I said, markets are up. You're down in the energy markets because there's still rumors that Beijing, other cities within China, still getting the lockdown mode as we're getting it. It's interesting that they're getting all these cases and you're not hearing anything in the U.S. press about us getting them. I'm sure it's coming. Bonds and notes, a nice little rally here. Why? We'll get to that in a minute. And as you look at the grain still sinking down, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce finally, up $660, trying to hold that 16,000 level. So let's take a look and see what's going on. The New York Empire State Manufacturing numbers, stellar, that's the word, up 4.5. They expected a negative reading, so that's a flip. The employment index staying strong. The Fed's not going to like that. New orders slipped a little bit. Prior was up 3.7 down. Received prices still up. Well, that's the inflation reading you're getting. Prices paid up. That's the inflation reading. Look at the inventory index, though. That's getting a full inventory in there. And the shipment index, that took off. So things are moving out, but not enough, I think, to stop the inventory build. At the same time, the producer prices, this is why the stock market, you see a 400-point gain in the Dow. The PPI final demand came in at up 0.2, half of what the market expected. That's really good. Let's drop down here. Core PPI unchanged versus an expected up 0.3, and it rose 6.7% on an annual basis. So there's your argument. The argument is right there when you look at it, that have we peaked out on the inflation pressures? And then the question becomes one of the trajectory down and the speed of the declines. Don't get too excited, and I know the markets always get ahead of themselves. If the Fed has a goal of 2%, you're a long ways from that, and the way you get to it is you continue with interest rate hikes. They don't have to be 75 points, but they will be in the 25 to 50 point range to get you there. Redbook retail sales, they came in, and while they're up 7.2% and 6.8%, as you can see, these used to be double-digit numbers. And as I told you, as we got to the point a year ago where COVID wasn't the problem that it used to be, you're now comparing to that, and these numbers will at some point do this. That's what I would fully expect to be occurring as the consumer, has to hold back on certain buying. It's interesting, if you saw Home Depot, Walmart earnings, they came out today. The consumer is still there. Apple talking about offering some price discounts, I understand, on its Mac product to get a Christmas jump. I'm still in the summertime. By the way, in Chicago, I looked out the window this morning. There's snow on all the cars. We don't have a build in the city other than on the grass. The streets are still too warm to have it, but there was the snow, and in the suburbs, there are inches of snow on the ground. It's the lake effect here. So again, folks, I want to see you at this webinar. It should be an awful lot of fun. It's this Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Just click up here at any point. That's how you can fill out your form for it. It's first come, first serve, and there's limited seating. It is free. I'm Ira Epstein. Hope to see you there, and I'll see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-up.